Yeah, hello and welcome to this video. This is Tactics Trainer, Chesstempo. Let's do a couple of puzzles. I'm going to start, and here we go. I'm a bit irritated. Is it really where I'm? This is right here. Okay, so let's see. What was the next move? Rook f7, and we're looking for black here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I've got a strong f3 pawn. At least it looks like it's some key point. He attacks it, however. His rook here is unprotected. This is an interesting feature of the position. If I check on b1, king f2, only move bishop d4 check. He cannot take on f3 because rook f1 will pick up that rook. That looks like it might be a key thing. Rook b1 check, king f2, bishop d4 check, king g3. However, I can check on g1. Rook f3, king f3 again loses. He can go to f2 then, and then I check on d4, and he has to take. Sorry, I'm already on d4. That's stupid. Rook b1 check, king f2, bishop d4 check, king g3, check on g1. He goes to h2, of course. Yes. Rook g2 check, king h1. King check on g1, king h2, and then f2. Threatens the promotion and bishop e5 with mate. Am I missing something? I mean, it looks rather simple. Check on b1, king f2, bishop d4 check. Takes on f3 is losing. King g3, rook g1 check, to h2, rook g2 check, back to h1, rook g1 check, king f2, f2. He has a check on f5, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. I don't see why it's not working. Is there any other idea? I don't really have a mating net or anything. I mean, something like bishop f4 threatens king d4 e3, but he will probably play bishop g4. And it looks totally straightforward. Check, king f2, bishop d4 check. I don't see why not. Okay, now I basically have to check. The only move that check, g2 check, g1 check, f2. No, it does win. It really does win. And this is what was played out. So that was a simpler problem. We see that 1987 is the problem's rating. By the way, I'm now on a premium account here, or I'm not sure how it is called here, that the gold account or something. And I could use an engine, technically speaking, but I never checked how it works. Here, maybe if I press on that. Okay, I just play a couple of positions and solve a couple of positions, and I have to check for next time here. I'm glad that I got that one in. Okay, so let's get to the next problem. Oh wow, white has taken on g6. Okay. Means that if we take on c3, we'll take our rook. If we take on g6 with the pawn, there's knight e4. Queen g6, I mean, okay, I mean, it's not that bad for black anyway, but the question is there some kind of, is there something, sorry about the desk, something really strong? One thing that I recognize is if I go to e7, yeah, that's probably strong actually. Rook to e7, knight e4, I take on e4, takes, f takes e4, f3, threatens mate on g2. He cannot go queen d2, I cover that. And on g3 I play queen e3 check. And this is the end. Yeah, that will win. Rook e7 looks very attractive. The knight to b5 is answered by rook e2. If he goes like rook e7, knight d1, I'm checking him. On e1, king f2, and all kinds of things. Probably rook e8. He can always take h7, where I can just go to h8. Rook e7 looks strong. It just looks strong. Yeah, that is right here. That's the right move. Yeah, so rook f1, and now I can just take the knight. And I'm a rook up. Anything better? No. No, so it wasn't that tough. I had the right idea right away. Sometimes you really see the right idea pretty quickly. Okay, the next one. Oh, it loads a little bit. Okay, queen g5, and now we look for white. Sorry, it's an equal material position. And what directly is getting apparent is that there are some dependencies here in black's position. The bishop on d5 is covering that knight on b3, which in turn covers the rook on c5. So we have a somewhat, yeah, it's a bit of an unstable position for black here. So what to do? Queen on g5 is also a bit. Should have gotten a coffee before the video. The queen on g5 is already a little bit is unprotected. So what to do here? Black is not really threatening that much. Is he threatening something? Probably not. I mean, white is reasonably well coordinated. What about candidate moves there? I mean, it's not so clear to me what white should do. One thing is that rook takes d5 comes into consideration. Rook d5, queen b3 is certainly nice. But rook d5, there is queen takes d5. And I don't really see the big point. Knight c3 is a move that might be interesting. The threat is just to take on d5 and win that knight. What is his reply to that? If he moves the bishop somewhere, I'll take the knight anyway. If he moves the knight, which is so much of a liability, then I'm taking the rook. Okay, I don't really see a reply to knight c3 at the moment. If I take d5, then next move. He doesn't have a tempo on the queen. He cannot attack my queen, and everything else is nicely protected. He has his bishop on d5 that's aiming at my king a little bit, but f3 g2 is safe. I wonder what is black's reply after knight c3. I don't even see a playable move actually. What is the move? Am I overlooking something? Knight c3 looks really simple. Is there some kind of counter attack, or he cannot move the knight? I mean, moving the rook is not helping. I see no reply. And to be honest, I don't even see a feasible different candidate move. I mean, what else can I play actually? Yep. So he took here. So we'll just win the exchange, I guess, or not. Is there a better move than queen c3? I don't think so. So we just have solved that one. I mean, it really felt like there wasn't any other move. What I'm just wondering is rook a4 now a move? Is there something bad happening to black? Can check on c8, bishop d3 check. Doesn't seem that dangerous. If I take d5, he can go queen d5. I mean, white is an exchange up, but it still has to be won. Okay, next one. Gained some rating here already. Oh, this is a dramatic position. But in fact, I'm a pawn up actually. Black is a pawn up. That's nice. That's nice. That is nice. First thing that comes to mind here is c2. c2, bishop c2, rook c2, and wins. Why exactly is this not working? It looks very simple. If he moves the queen, I wonder. Okay, maybe c2. c2, queen b8. Threatening bishop h7. But I have g6, for example, and I don't really see a queen e8 maybe. So c2, queen b8. Okay, let's not be too hasty. Maybe there are alternatives. So even though c2 looks good, definitely it does look good. c2, queen b8. Yeah, threatens mate, huh? That's always annoying. Bishop h7, king h8, queen f8 mate. Can go g6. g6, queen to e8. And queen c7. Rook d1 is pretty strong threat. I don't see how this not wins. Okay, queen b8. I'm on the right track. The thing is now, rook d1 stumbles into bishop h7. f6, bishop h7 is the same story. I don't really see anything else then. Or is there something after g6 that I'm not seeing? g6, queen f7, maybe. g6, queen b7 is what I'm trying to say for queen f7. g6, queen b7. g6 looks right. It does look right. But how do I protect it after queen b7? I really don't see a move that's kind of weird. Another idea is to just cover f8, but I'm not sure if that works. Like queen a3 or something. Queen e8 is awkward then. Okay. It's still a bit tricky. Bishop d3 maybe, yeah, this is an idea. Just attacking that bishop. Bishop d3. Yeah, this queen on the 7th is kind of annoying. It's still tricky. g6, queen b7. I really don't see anything there, so I have to avoid g6. Amazingly enough. Bishop d3, queen b7. Still. How am I covering the f-pawn? I don't see how. Amazing. So, I mean, I can go bishop. Nah, cannot. Bishop h5 is useless. Still blunder stuff. Okay, it's not a rook move and a bishop move only. Yeah, only bishop. It's only bishop d3 really. g6, queen b7. Again, I don't see how to cover f7. Amazingly enough. So bishop d3. Bishop d3. If he takes it and plays rook e8, and I promote to a queen, am I actually winning? Wow. Yeah, I can take g5 as check, so I'm winning. So bishop d3, still I don't see exactly what I'm doing if he attacks that f7 pawn. Then bishop d3, queen b7. Sorry. I don't see how I'm winning there. This is amazing. Probably overlooking something really simple. g6. No. g6, queen b7. I'm still not convinced that there's nothing going on there. Kind of stuck with this here. I don't really see anything else in bishop b3, and I don't see how I'm defending the 7th rank then if he goes queen b7 again. Queen b7 is also, it's a very annoying threat. f6, bishop h7 is still a mate. But okay, we can go by process of elimination. Rook moves don't work. Only bishop move that is not ridiculous is bishop d3. c1 queen runs into mate. Queen moves that protected. I mean queen a3 maybe. Checking on h7, king f8. Does not really seem that dangerous. But queen a3 is amazingly slow. It feels wrong. Again, queen b7, queen a3, queen b7. Well, if I'm really going queen a3, queen a3, I mean it tends to promote. Maybe this is really right. Queen a3, queen b7 still. Queen b7. I'm totally stuck here. I don't see it. What am I doing against queen b7? I really saw this idea much too late. I don't see a move to prevent them both. Queen to b7. Bishop a6 is again running into some kind of mate. What kind of noise is that? Yeah, I wonder, maybe queen a3 is really the move for the promotion, and queen and rook d1. It defends for the moment. Bishop check, king h8, knight f7, t king h7. So queen a3, I'm going to play it, but I'm very unsure. It is right. Wow. Okay, it was kind of process of elimination, but... So, and here, is there something better than rook takes? Probably not. Weird sounds here. Wow, is there still some kind of trickery going on? I mean, if it wants to see a move there, it's not completely random then. King h7 is maybe queen b1. King g8 looks more logical anyway. I really hope I'm not screwing it up here. No, I didn't. Wow. I'll gain 28 points there. Problems rated really high. Yeah, queen a3. It looked like somehow the only move almost. c2. Yeah, the check, and now queen. Oops, I hit the wrong button there. Sorry, guys. Yeah, here c2 was right, and now queen a3. I didn't see any other move really that can do the trick. He's threatening. I mean, if I go here, for example, just a simple line, I mated, and this is a huge threat really. And if I go g6. The thing is that then queen b7 is the problem. I cannot draw here. Yeah, queen takes f7. This I cannot cover that. So queen a3 turned out to be the solution. Tricky. Okay, let's do the next one. I'm really doing well there at the moment. g4. Wow, that looks like kind of last resort that white is pulling. Those are often the most problematic. You're like winning, maybe here with black. Yeah, maybe we're winning, but we need to be precise. And well, we know how difficult it sometimes is to be precise. Okie dokie. Knight g4, queen f7 is simple. If I take with the pawn, he has bishop c2 check. This looks strange from the get-go. I mean, the move that we have to look at with highest priority is h3 check anyway, because it's a check. So h3, this is very likely the solution. h3 check, king takes h3, queen h1 check, rook h2, queen f3 check, king h4, queen g4 is mate. So that's not going to work. He has to play king g3 then. Queen g1 check. Yeah, if he goes to f3, there's capture with the pawn and mate. Rook g2. I mean h3 check, king takes, queen h1 check, king g3, queen g1 check, rook g2, queen takes e3 check, goes back, and then we can at least grab that bishop, but there's g5 at the end. It's a bit tricky, but it will win. It will probably win still. Okay, h3 check is the right move. I can be rather sure about that. Yeah, okay, let's play it. That is the right move. And now queen h1 check. Or taking with the pawn with check. If I take with the pawn, then it's got king g2 and I have no checks left. Nah, this is the right move. Or I can wait. Queen f1 check is also interesting. Queen f1 check. Rook g2, fg4 check. King h2. That doesn't seem so convincing. Queen h1 check, king g3, queen g1 check, rook g2, queen takes e3 check, king h2. I can take everything with check. So okay, I guess that's right. It's not right. Okay, I failed. I played this too quickly then. So what is winning? Let's check. So queen f1. I really thought that this would win rather easily. I'm not quite sure yet why it doesn't. Let's see what the lines here, what they show. Queen g1 was winning. Okay. Okay. I mean, I understand the idea, but why is queen h1 not working? It would be interesting to learn. It seems to be a draw. Queen h1 check. Check, check, check. I had a complete hallucination. I was thinking I can take this. Sorry, I can take e3, but of course I cannot. There's a queen on e8. What a howler. Yeah, okay. Nah, this was stupid. I got a little bit too carried away after I got three positions right, I guess. h3 was often the second move is the trickier one. Yeah, queen g1. I mean, once you see it, it is kind of clear that it is strong. What is the relatively best defense? Rook g2 maybe? Yeah, probably take. Queen here. And then knight f5 check is even possible. Okay. Yeah, so let's do one more. That was stupid. That wasn't really necessary at all to to screw up. Okay, wow, it's an endgame. Rook g4 is the last move. Oops, I'm sorry for the sounds. Okay, quite clearly I can play rook f6 check and take on g6. Rook f6 check. King e7, rook g6, king g6, h4, f5, h3, f6 check, king f8, e6, h2. Tja, it's probably a draw. Wow. Where is the tactic in this position? Is there, I mean, what exactly is our goal here? I mean, a draw we probably have anyway. I wonder what the point is. King f8 maybe? Is that some mate or no? King f8 is maybe interesting, intending rook f6 check and then march the pawn. King f8, h3, rook f6 check, king d7, e6 check. It's rather quick. That's a quick pawn. I mean, there are not that many logical moves there. I mean, I cannot go king h7, h6 and so on. He will take the rook. Rook moves on the 7th rank, blunder the f4 pawn. And rook f6 check, king e7 doesn't really look like it nets much. If anything, there is king f8. Okay, I'm gambling on that. It is the right move. Yeah, okay, so here I have to take the rook, of course. Yeah, it was the only way forward, really. But rook takes f4. It's not exactly the toughest try. I was thinking h4. Rook f6 check. And then e6. This is what I was seeing, that the pawn now is really quick. And the rook here cannot help. I mean, the rook cannot help on the 4th rank. So the pawn will probably really do a touchdown. Let's do one more. Just one more. Okay, well, it looks like a dangerous attack. Check on f8 somehow would be nice. He's just about, he has covered 7th rank. What is a pawn down? But it's not really that important. His pieces are protected. He doesn't have so many loose pieces. The only thing that looks really wrong is it's that knight on e8. Maybe there is some kind of, there's some possibility to play on this idea. I don't even have an idea. I mean, a move like queen g6 or so cannot be terribly bad, but it doesn't feel like the solution to a tactical exercise. I have no idea. Queen takes e5. I mean, this is not a bad move, but if that is the solution, then kind of not understanding. I don't really get it then, if that's right. An interesting fact is this overload of the, I mean, overload is wrong, but the rook on d8 has to cover that knight on e8 all the time. Something like rook d3 is a move, like rook takes d3, queen takes e8 and wins. But I don't really see how to use this motif to our advantage. I mean, rook d3 has got rook e7 or something like that. I don't see a huge point there. Yeah, I'll probably play queen takes e5 and hope for the best, but that is not the solution. I feel like I'm not even seeing the proper candidate moves. Or the proper candidate move, let's say. One good move would be totally fine here. The problem with the slow moves, let's say queen f3 or so, for queen f8, is that, well, here it's got knight f6 and gets kind of coordinated again. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Any candidate moves, I mean, knight moves make little sense. We can go knight e4, but I'm not really positive that it threatens anything. Knight d3. Yeah, even e4 is playable. The queen is unprotected that he has. Maybe there is something with the queen, but I don't get it. Remarkable. I need to talk very small break. Don't be irritated by the clock jumping forward. Okay, I'm back. I didn't use that time to cheat. I still have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Wow. I have no idea. I have no idea. Where's the threat even? Rook f3, queen takes c5 is ridiculous. Sometimes it's cool if the answer would be there is no tactic and white really has to take on e5. I mean, there are not that many moves that make any sense. I cannot move the f1 rook. No, I can actually, but where exactly should I go to? Rook from c3. I mean, he will take c5 no matter what, unless I go to d3. Rook d3 is not such a stupid looking move, but I fail to see the real point. Yeah, maybe I'm threatening then to take on d8 and then rook f8. Yeah, like let's say rook d3 goes a5, which is ridiculous, just a non-move. Then I can take on d8 and then I can take on e6 for rook f8 or rook f8 immediately. Winning stuff. but it doesn't really feel like the solution. Rook d3, knight f6. Yeah, rook d3 also might be just queen f3. Wait, rook d3, rook e7. Maybe queen f3, knight f6. I have really no idea. Completely at a loss here. What about any queen moves? I don't even see one with a threat. I mean, queen f3, yes, but this knight f6, and this doesn't make any sense. Queen e5 is still not a bad move. I'm playing rook d3 now, but I'm probably that's wrong. It is right. It is right. Okay. It still didn't feel very forced to me, but it was the only kind of move that made sense with that with black being somewhat uncoordinated. Yeah, and what here? This is as usual the issue, the second move. Wow. Don't think there's something spectacular. Let's say knight takes e6. This just rook takes d3, and it's yeah, even that is interesting. Okay, but rook takes f6 immediately is the most obvious move anyway. Rook f6 immediately. G takes. Queen g6 check. Then rook g7 fails due to rook d8, queen g7 for knight e6. So we will have a ton of checks in any case. Rook f6, rook takes d3. Is this more interesting? Wow. Rook f6, rook takes d3. Check on e8. Check on e8. King h7, queen g6 check. King g8, knight takes d3, and we are piece up. Wow, that's working. Okay. Really? Rook f6, rook d3, check on e8, king h7, queen g6 check, king g8, knight d3. It really works, huh? Yeah. So this looks good. Rook f6 he has to take with the g-pawn then, queen g7 check, and after king f8 and king h8 there's queen f6 winning. So rook f6 does win. Nice. Queen g6 check, or is it... No, queen g6 check is good. Yeah, rook g7, I can take d8, take g7 for the fork. So this is actually the computer's main line. Let's not be too quick. That is really the right move order, huh? Rook d8, queen g7, knight e6. Yeah. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is only rated 2000 something. I don't get it. Was rook d3 that obvious? I mean, the stuff after that is not... I mean, it's doable, but rook d3 is really the best move. Wow. I wasn't so sure about how forced this is. Knight f6, okay, I can really take, and well, I'm threatening rook takes d8, queen takes d8, rook f8 check, king takes f8, knight e6, winning the queen. Probably that threat is so strong. Might be. Might be. Wow, that was amazing. The knight f6, that rook f6 was winning at the end was kind of, it wasn't so difficult. Nice lines, but not super difficult. Okay, cool. Let's end this video here, and hope you enjoyed it. 45 minutes of tactics, calculation, and me saying I have no idea. But I got most of them right. I think I screwed one up when I had a stupid idea that queen h1 check was better in an earlier position, but I did well in the other ones. Okay, I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.